the lighting industry continues to mature, various industry organizations and government agencies are creating guidelines and standards to ensure that LED luminaires meet a minimum set of performance requirements and enforce consistency between LED luminaires. These guidelines predominantly focus on metrics such as efficacy, lumen maintenance, and light distribution. However, several have adopted specific language on the start time performance of LED luminaires. One of them specifically is the California Title 24 JA8 Standard, which has the following requirements related to start time of the luminaire. The light source shall have a start time no greater than half a second. Test methods are part of the standard. Some LED luminaires rely on LED drivers that are designed by an aesthetic fade-in feature. For example, the LED driver gradually ramps up the output current per a continuously increasing fade-in curve to ensure a smooth and pleasing increase in the light output of the luminaire. In other words, the start time for an LED driver with an aesthetic fade-in feature corresponds to the time to first light, assuming that the light output increases continuously thereafter to the desired light output. How could you comply with the California Title 24? Luminaires that rely on LED drivers without an aesthetic fade-in feature must reach their nominal light output within the 500 milliseconds. Luminaires that rely on LED drivers with an aesthetic fade-in feature must have a time to first light in less than 500 milliseconds and must reach their nominal light output within 750 milliseconds. Let's take a look at the start time performance of LED drivers from eldoLED. From the start, more than 10 years ago, eldoLED has focused on the development of intelligent and fully programmable LED drivers that can mimic what humans perceive as natural dimming. Features such as smooth changing in brightness, no flicker, and adaptable dimming curve are by design included in LED drivers. eldoLED provided an update to its portfolio of single-channel 0 to 10 volt downlight LED drivers to allow these drivers to be programmed to meet the stringent start time requirements by the California Title 24. How do I order them? So to order your LED driver with California Title 24 compliant startup performance, order your LED driver with the ordering option at the end, CA24. Only 0 to 10 volt drivers can be ordered with this option, not DALI drivers. The start time requirements for DALI drivers are managed by the DALI control system and the standard. To summarize this story, the California Title 24 standard has stricter requirements on the startup performance of LED luminaires. LED luminaires that need to comply with this standard may have to meet different startup profiles, depending on the type of LED driver that is used. LED drivers with an aesthetic fade-in, time to first light needs to be shorter than 500 milliseconds, and the time to nominal light output needs to be less than 750 milliseconds. LED drivers without an aesthetic fade, time to nominal light output needs to be shorter than 500 milliseconds. Single-channel 0 to 10 volt downlight LED drivers from eldoLED, which are by design included with an aesthetic fade-in feature, do comply with the startup requirements for California Title 24.